Well, hello there, lords and ladies of the realm. I am Wadsworth the Fifth, and it is New Year's, cannot even speak. I am so tongue-tied. It is New Year's Eve, 2022. I'm pretty sure. All right. So now that I've untongue-tied myself, so it has been a tongue-tied kind of day, I suppose. It's been surreal. The year has gone by, and just kind of thinking, what have we been through in this last year? What have our families gone through? What have, our country's gone through? What has just, you almost just kind of like, it's surreal. And you just kind of blink and just kind of like, I'm not really sure what's going on or how that happened. And, what is it that we just went through? And for me, the thing that was really kind of hitting home was relationships. How did relationships end? Where did they go? With different people, kind of twists and turns that they took with different people and different women and different ladies. And, it has been, not even just this year, but years past. It's been funny. It's just been things on my mind. So what came to me was pulling out the naughty cards, the Sensual Wicca Tarot Deck. This, I keep in my little fancy box, my angel box. And I just got the inclination that maybe we should do a little reading on this. Ooh, it is funny. I already have some cards on the top from my last reading. Should I stick with these? I do believe I should. All right, go through them. All right, well, here we go. Not quite what I expected, but the first card is the Obsession card. It is 15 in the Sensual Wicca Tarot Deck. So it is funny. It is the naughty little card. It has got this gentleman with his two ladies there, and they are both chained and just, ready to have a good time, apparently. So it is funny how, I guess, you get chained to past relationships. Things that just kind of don't leave the noggin and just leave you wondering, like, what happened? How were we so close once? How, some of those people that you got close to and it just never worked, never fizzled. And some that you march on with and others you have to let go. But perhaps on this naughty New Year's Eve, others are thinking the same things. Maybe somebody's thinking about you. Oh, okay. This just pops out of this little ensemble that I have. Dear Lord, I cannot speak. I feel like there is someone that wants to speak to me, or someone needs to say something that is not being said because I just can't get the words out of my mouth. So perhaps there is someone that has something they need to say. Feel free to say it. I'm all ears. And, here is the Three of Pentacles. This is the next card that just fell out of that little prepackaged assortment that I had there. And it's funny because, obviously, you can see from my artwork behind me, I'm an artist. I like doing art. I have all my paints over there. I enjoy doing art. And you know what? It doesn't really matter where it is or in what form it is. It is just nice to express yourself. And even here, and online on these forums that I share on, and actually think of moving Wadsworth over to OnlyFans. Try to make a whole new kind of like group and maybe make some money out of it as well. And I appreciate all of you over here that have been watching these videos previously. And I'll probably continue to do content here and content over there. And you might be able to get a little more over there. We'll have to see how it works out. This is all very new. Very new. So, but yes, the creativity of relationships and the things that we've made over the last year. Who we made them with. And were we alone? And for me, it has been unique. I have certainly had Esmeralda with me, but she has her life and I have my life, so there are times when I am quite alone, and I spend them, you know, working on my art or creating something. I'm usually creating something. So perhaps you're out there creating something tonight, whether it's love or romance or a new life. I mean, it is the new year, so dream big. Whatever you are creating, make it big. Let's see. Let's see. And then the next card is Transformation. It is number 13. And it has this woman, she's all in black over this other redheaded girl, I believe, in the bed. And the death card is on the wall. And, you know, you can see the light coming in, you know, from the moon there. But you can just, you know, transforming whatever is happening in there with a... Maybe it's something that happened in your sleep, or my sleep for that matter. You know, someone's been dreaming about building a new world, about their old world falling apart. There certainly has been a lot that has changed in this past year. You know, the world changing, people realizing things about the media and their governments and just their relationships. I mean, it's really been across the board. I mean, it has been a wild, wild year. So it definitely seems like the end of something, whether it is relationships or a business or partnerships, to become something new. Perhaps it's old relationships that might transform into something new. I like to think positive like that. So perhaps that's what it will be. A relationship coming back. Perhaps that's what it is. Somebody coming back from the past, trying to make something new out of things. If perhaps whispering to their old selves, "What were you thinking? Give it another try." That's kind of what I feel from that one. It's kind of funny. And then, let's see here. This one is the Seven of Wands. And it is this gentleman defending himself from the wands being thrown at him and making himself stronger, kind of growing that new skin, that snake, that spiritual energy around him. He's learned to defend himself. And that's certainly been a big thing for me. I don't know about you, but if you're reading, it's quite possible that you've had to defend yourself quite a bit in the last year as well. It has been a lot, to say the least. I know it has been for me. I know it has been for many others out there. There's been a lot going, as I said, there's a lot going on, and perhaps you feel, as I do, that you've had to defend yourselves quite a bit. And just know that it's made you stronger. And, I mean, sometimes that's little comfort compared to what you've been through, but if you survived it, and you went to hell, and you kept going through it, and you're still standing, and you're still fighting off those wands, you're a stronger person for it. So don't give up. Because you never know what might be riding in to say hello. Perhaps this is the Maiden of Wands, and, you know, it looks like she's pretty happy there. You know, riding her stick, coming in with, I almost feel a message. But there is a snake on the ground there, if you can see that little snake. So perhaps she's a little fearful of where she's stepping and how she's going to move forward. I almost feel that. Yes. She's looking forward, she's looking to be happy, but she's worried she might get, you know, something might happen if she's not quite sure-footed about where she's going to put her feet. So, perhaps that is that whole tongue-tied message thing. Fearful of what you're going to say, what you're going to do, what your next move is. And that can be understandable. It's the new year, though, so think positive. Take those steps. You know, yes, watch where you're going, but you know what? Have fun doing whatever you're going to do in this new year. I think that's the Maiden of Wands message for you right there. 2 left. And I like this card. This is the 9 of Pentacles. And it is just this mother with her 3 children. There's a newborn in a crib, and she's reaching up for those apples. Ambrosia comes to mind. You know, the fruit of the gods, all those pentacles, and just, you know, making the most out of life. You know, just enjoying that harvest, you know, perhaps after all those battles, after all those battles and after your transformation, and you've made those steps forward, it's going to pay off big. Okay? So take those steps. And because you're going to have that payoff. I feel like for me, for you, for all of us, I feel that payoff is there. You know, we've been through a lot, but the universe is going to take care of us. We got to stay positive and know that it's coming. That positive aspect. And it really does. What you put out into the universe, what you call out to the universe comes back to you. So be positive. Okay? And then the last card. And it's that Maiden of Cups. And it's this really beautiful girl. And she's by the river, just kind of kneeling there. And I'm not sure what she has. Something in her hand. There's a cup. And it almost looks like a seashell. That's why I questioned it for a minute. But she got the 4 butterflies and there's fish in the water looking up at her. And, you know, that fish is really there for her to catch. You know, her catches come in, her cup is full of water. Can't really tell that, but you almost feel it. Because it's just a happy kind of cup. Happy kind of card. And so, you know, there's just good signs that positive things are coming. You just gotta relax. Yeah, perhaps there's that message you need to put out into the universe. That person you need to talk to. You know, don't let these past things weigh you down too much. Think positive, and, you know, certainly speak to who you need to speak to. You know, if it makes you feel better, get something off your chest. Maybe it's that applying for that new job. Maybe it's going after that relationship. Maybe it could be either or both. Anything's possible in the new year, my friends. So, I really hope this has helped you out, and I hope you all have the naughty fun of the obsession card that we could all have on this New Year's. So, live your best life tonight. Be safe, have fun, and have a happy New Year to all of you. Light and love to you.